Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to Liberebil, or if you enjoy the content that I make here, if you want to see more cars like this on the channel, all you can do is join the channel for 10 Rand a month or 20 Rand a month, where you'll get access to exclusive content. We're going to start doing Liberebil sounds on the 20 Rand tier. So basically every car will get a sound profile for 3 minutes, and it will just be the exhaust, the intake, going through a mountain pass with the GoPro on and stuff like that. So we're currently at a new dealership here in Paul. Mask on. Called BNA Motors. And we're here to drive a Hyundai i30n. Unfortunately, the car is battery flat. It's been standing at this dealership for over 5 months. And it's new, it's a 2020 model, low mileage and whatnot. So I'll put all the dealerships' social media and phone number in the description box below. And then you can also actually buy this car as well. And if this video goes the way I think it's going to go and you like this car, please put the offer in, because this man is going to sell this car for really cheap. And if you look at the thing, it looks pretty good. So let's hit the road and see what this car is all about. So come join myself and my videographer, kick your feedback, make some popcorn and enjoy the video. Right, we can see who this car belonged to before. So let's get in and see what i30n is about, guys. Let's go put some fuel in and go for a drive. I'm excited. Holy. Keep up, bro. I'm excited. Treated me really well. Ons brought uit like a whole box up. I'm completely stuck. So yeah, I want to take you for a tour around Hyundai's i30n. I think it is a very good car. Just watch it, the thing's blowing up under the lens. So let's start inside and then I'll take you guys outside. But you can see the way the car looks. I mean, this looks fantastic. Here. Not sure what that came from, but that was definitely not me. I didn't take photos of this car before.
No, I saw that before.
Okay, fine. But yeah, vents here in. But yeah, let me take you inside first. I want to show you all the setup procedures and stuff like that. Let me just put this in the boot quickly. This is actually quite weird, guys. So the boot, I'm not sure why the boot is like down at like a slope and then it goes straight like that. Very weird. The start brace here at the back you can actually remove on this car, so that's really nice. But yeah, let me. Yeah, I think let's take a photo around the outside of the car, okay, man. Let's get the key out so we don't lock the car in the boot. Okay, so i30n. This is Hyundai's first attempt at a hot hatch. Yes, we had the Veloster and things like that, but this is like the proper first attempt. Got double exhaust pipes at the back. I don't like this red down here, and neither do I like the fake splitter. I can do without that, that's a bit unnecessary. I also don't like these lights that they added here. Doesn't need that. They could have just kept it nice and clean. But I love the little spoiler here on top with the light in it. That looks really nice. And also spoiler over here, feeding over and under. Just really pretty. If you go around the side of the car, Pirelli P0s, 235, 35, 19s at the front, and I think it's the same at the back too. They probably square on the floor. Yeah, 235, 35, 19s as well. And if you go around the front of the car, you have the nose, which I think looks really, really good. I think it looks better than the competition, specifically the Golf 7.5. It just looks so angry, and I'm the bottom. And nice 2-liter turbocharged engine with 203 kilowatt and 353 newton meters. Am I right? No, about 400 newton meters of torque. 353 for what I can remember, which doesn't sound like a lot. But then this motor loves to rev. Driving it now, like if you put it into first gear, once you do it, headline it. Go for the next shift, headline it. Doesn't want you to change at 4,500, 5,000 RPM. Hit the bounce it off the limiter first, into second, don't bounce off the limiter into third. It's a fantastic thing. The power plant itself doesn't feel very powerful, but then it feels very powerful when you're on the highway. But again, the way this car looks, I think in this color really is its party piece. This car looks fantastic. Let me take you on the inside. I'm literally climbing at the back. So, climbing into Hyundai's i30n, you can see the seats moving forward. We've got electric seats in front with memory position for the driver's seat. If we start the car up, key. Okay, so I have to put the key away. Oh, clutch pedal. Okay, so I want to show you guys, why is it beeping? Low pressure. Okay, I know that. He's music playing. We have Hyundai's infotainment system, which is very easy to use: Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and the rest. But where it's getting interesting is Hyundai's in mode. So in this mode, we can change various things: the engine, the rev matching, the ELSD, and the exhaust sound. You heard right. This car's got an electronic front limited slip differential. The chassis side, we can change the suspension, the steering, and the ESC. I'm going to move the steering wheel to the sport mode. I think Sport Plus is too heavy and the car feels it's a bit artificial for me in the Sport Plus setting. I will take you guys obviously for a drive later. Analog dials in front of me, a digital screen in the center, which tells me things like oil temperature, torque, and turbo, and also with the a lap timer, the G-force meter. And if I click the pages button, I get my normal trip computer and things like that. The car's currently doing 11.7 liters per 100 kilometers. And everything you see here is standard, from the sunroof to the heated seats for both driver and passenger, a heated steering wheel, dual zone climate control. It's fantastic. The sound system, let's just see if I can skip a song here. Yeah. Sound system is a bit bassy. When you turn the volume up, it distorts. The sound system is not a party piece here. I wish they offered a premium sound system. So if we put the i30n in standard mode, like comfort mode, you hear it's quiet. Right? If you put it into the custom mode, then you get like a bit of snap, crackle, and pop also out there, which is well done. I think the snap, crackle, and pop is done really, really well on this car, but more on that when we drive the vehicle. But my question now is, why did this car fail so badly in South Africa? I have a truck coming, so I need to go. Sorry guys, a truck ruined my launch control there. But I'm behind the wheel of Hyundai's i30n. This has been long in the making, as I've been wanting to drive one of these cars for such a long time. But let me first settle down and talk about something, and let me explain to you why I haven't driven this car yet. So Hyundai SA had the launch here in SA, and I would have loved to have attended. Unfortunately, I wasn't invited. I was cool. I then asked for a fleet car, and then when I ended up asking again, they said, no, I'm sorry, the car's being defleeted. But everyone at the Hyundai launch was influencers and people who don't really know much about cars. You're kind of giving the car to people who don't really know much about cars. And I'm sorry if it hurts some of the people who was attending the launch, stuff like that. That's the truth. People like me who want to come in and really speak to the car and speak to the car community and talk about why I like this car. And let me be quite frank with you, I love this car. I don't like this car, I love this car. The i30n has transformed the way I now think of a hot hatch. Because if Hyundai can do it this good, my God, then VW really needs to keep pushing. Because in every measurable way, this is better than a Golf GTI. But the question is it better than a Club Sport? And that's the car I'm going to be putting this car against, the Club Sport. When the i30n was introduced in South Africa, it was over 700,000 Rand. VW's new Golf 8 GTI is coming in at 689,000 Rand, if I'm not mistaken. 10,000 Rand cheaper than this. And then a okay spec Golf 8 GTI, we probably look at about 720 and 730. Yes, in the i30n you get electric seats, dual zone climate control, okay sounding sound system. But there is a lack of quality in certain areas in this car, and that is the truth. That is the truth. But where i30n makes a statement for itself, and to me, where it makes a statement is how it drives. I'm sorry, Hyundai SA, for pushing you. I had to, because I want to see equality and quality in the motoring space in South Africa. I want to see people succeed when they start motoring channels and things like that, and articles and stuff here in South Africa. So yeah, sorry Hyundai, but it had to be said. Right, first key. Even my cameraman is laughing here next to me. Yeah, I know. The pulling power here, 203 kilowatt and 353 or 400 newton meters of torque is fantastic. This car had a flat battery this morning, so it had to be charged up. And now the car's really starting to come into its own. Okay, the suspension is too stiff, so I'm going to switch it to my custom mode. What my custom mode does is slacken the dampers off and make the steering wheel a bit lighter. So now we have a car that's a lot more forgiving and a car that is razor sharp. There's something about the way this car takes corners, that I can see why Ernest Page loves this thing so much. I actually had a chat with him earlier on. There's Tarantals coming across the road here, and where there's one, there's many more. So yeah, and there's grass cutting happening here. So what am I feeling? The clutch I'm struggling with. It's a bit stiff and it's not much feeling in the clutch pedal. Brakes is fantastic, and this engine loves, I mean, loves to rev. Absolutely loves to rev. And the manual gearbox is a treat to use. It's clicky. It's the right kind of mechanical feel. There's a guy waving me down and I'm coming on quite quickly, so let's just slow down. Because they're cutting grass. And then we can speed up again afterwards. God, this thing is quick. Properly quick. And your shift lights. Yo, but is VW gonna have to pull up their socks and then new cars coming out? I'm telling you now, guys, this is an absolute treat. God, the chassis is so stiff. Everything is so well damped. The way the steering wheel feels, the way the car communicates with me. You know, you're probably seeing in the front view camera there's a lot of cows. So I'm just gonna slow down here quickly and let the cows do their thing over there. Bella is stuck in the hole here, so they have to get Bella out of the hole. But I can settle down now quickly and tell you that's hilarious. But I can sit here now and truly tell you, I am taken aback by this car. It makes me feel the way Club Sport did and TCR. And I'm not going to lie to you, the car feels a lot more hardcore than those respective cars. And what I want to know is, as someone who loves cars, did that scare South Africans away? Or did the fact that this was only allowed to be, or only equipped as a manual, affect this car sales? I personally think the car was not marketed correctly. I think the car was, although my fellow motoring journalists did fantastic videos on them, I don't think enough mainstream people also did work on the car. Whereas all of us are being really supported by other brands, especially other hot hatch brands. And I don't know why, but I don't think they saw value in what we had to offer. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think with me doing the video on this car now, this specific car is gonna sell. Because the owner of this car, or the dealership that's selling this car, just wants to get rid of it. Basically just wants to get rid of it, and they're literally gonna give the car away for nothing. Yeah, this is phenomenal. So these kids are going to enjoy now the pulls we're going to do here, guys, because this is the road that we're going to do pulls on. So yeah, there's a bus coming on. I just want to get out of the way. Let's get out of the bus's way quickly here. And then we can do a quick launch in the i30n to the top and see what is what. Do we have a reverse camera? Yes, we do. All the kids are going on. Okay, now they love these performance cars. So, according to the thing, we just put our foot flat on the throttle. Yeah, no. This is a fantastic machine. Wow. Righto, after all that, time to conclude this video, but his microphone is pointing to the left. Is that alright?
What?
But it's okay, we'll show all of this editing stuff in. So what are my problems with Hyundai's i30n? I personally think the marketing was at flaw. I don't think this car got into enough real people. It sounds so harsh, I really don't mean it. I love all those guys. I don't think this car got into enough people's hands like mine. You know, there's a couple of other YouTubers as well that could have spoken to those guys buying GTIs. The Golf R video I did, if I show you the list of people that bought the Golf R because of the video, and because I tried to be as real as possible about the car sold. But I think Hyundai just needs to get their marketing in check. Other than that, this car is spectacular. And I really hope someone buys this specific car, because this car's got what, 90,000 on the clock here?
Yep.
90,000 on the clock, 2020, not a single mark besides the small mark here, which I'm sure looks like a stone chip. Other than that, this car looks brand new, and it drives brand new. The clutch, yes, I struggled with the clutch a bit, but I got used to it now. Overall, the car is fantastic. Do I prefer it over its competition? Specifically, my favorite, the Megane RS. No, I still prefer the Megane RS and Focus RS. I think Hyundai just needs to step up the interior quality and offer a slightly better sound system. I have the same complaint for Renault, who doesn't bring Bose to South Africa. But that's an expensive car. The Megane RS is like 100k more than this, if I'm not mistaken. I think Megane RS comes in at 760 or 780, the trophy, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas, I mean, you're paying not very good money for this either. So I can see why, but yeah and no. I don't think this is the problem, because all of you love your Hyundais. You're always telling me about how amazing your i30 is, and your i20 and your i10 and your Santa Fe and your Tucson. I see the messages, and I mean, look at this car. I'm actually going to be sad to see it go. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up, subscribe. In the new tier of 20 Rand, you guys get access to a POV video, where you guys get to enjoy the sound and the car with my cameraman and I. We strap a GoPro to my head or his, and we just go drive. It's only if you're a hardcore Liberebil person and you want to watch more extended thoughts on the i30n. I've waited long for this car. It was worth it. I'm not disappointed. Be free, be you. Liberebil out.